Hello viewers, just wanted to take a little minute here to show you guys why different states or different counties perform safety inspections on vehicles, and why it's important that you really pay attention to sounds that your vehicle may be making or things that mechanics do tell you. This is a 1997 Mercury Grand Marquis, and the situation we had here, the right front lower ball joint actually came apart, and fortunately the driver of the vehicle was very lucky. She was in a parking lot and actually steering the wheel when the ball joint finally popped out. I mean, had something like this happened on the highway or something, this could have been much worse than it actually was. But you take a look at the wheel here, it is completely separated from the lower control arm. The whole thing is just, I mean, it's just completely separated. So take a look underneath here, and you can see that the ball joint completely came apart there. So what happened here was this, the car had been making some noises, and I diagnosed it as a bad ball joint and just didn't get to the repairs in time. You know, I was saying it was going to be, you know, a few $100s to fix everything. Well, I'll just live with the squeaking noise, but the problem was it was much more than just a squeaking noise that was gonna be an issue here. So state inspections, if you live in an area where your vehicle has to pass a safety inspection, this is the kind of stuff they look for. And this is exactly why they call it a safety inspection. It's because they're going to prevent stuff like this from happening on the highway. Again, extremely lucky that this happened on in a parking lot. The crazy thing too about this is if you were to pull up and check any of the components, you wouldn't find it. These components have to be loaded correctly, loaded, unloaded, and then checked in the right way to determine if there's any play in these ball joints. Simply raising the vehicle up and checking for bearing play isn't going to do it. So there's special ways to check these, to unload them, check for play. The other thing too, you can't always go by tire wear. So as you can see, these tires weren't really feathering on either one of the edges. They're wearing perfectly fine, and these tires are pretty old actually. They've got about 70,000 miles on them. And good Michelin's really holding up here, but as you can see, they're starting to show their age. We're just about down to the wear bars in some places. So again, very lucky that it happened in a parking lot and not on the highway. I brought my tools out here, everything that I need to do ball joints. I don't know what it is with me and doing ball joints here lately. This is like the 4th car I've done ball joints on, but I'm gonna do my best to get this car back up and run it again. I'm gonna maybe take a few clips here and make another video, but I just wanted to show you guys what happened there. You see in the thumbnail, the wheel was just sitting off like that. And luckily we were able to get it up on a tow truck without damaging the fender. And unfortunately it was a pretty long tow, so we had a $225 tow, while plus $75 to get it into a parking spot so the city wouldn't tow it and impound it. So there's actually $300 in towing charges, and now there's going to be another $300–400 in replacing these ball joints. So just be aware of that. If you ever turn down repairs that you're advised, make sure you have, if you don't trust the source, have another shop or another technician check it out, and make sure that you're not putting off stuff like this that could end up costing you more in the long run by putting it off.